We got 3 million miles to reach on the moon. So let's start getting happy.
When we actually got to town, we'd all sort of like go in the Globe or the Cavy, which was the Cavendish end, or the Anchor, meet up with the Anchor animals. They were a berserk bunch of animals as well. They were a bit more mental than us. I don't want as many of them. And then, like 2 o'clock, pubs are shut. Some people would have shot off during the afternoon. They got a few gallons of screeching for the beach. They would head down the lawns. Unless there was a drinking competition in Max's, then we'd go and steam into that. Drink all the beer, fill in a few bikers. And then head to the lawns then. And that was just wait and see what was going on, like, you know.
A girl and a half, she's got me going up and down. She's got me going up and down.
After the pub shut, we'd go out and to the cider farm, get some cider and turn out on the seafront. You'd have coachloads of Brummies and Bristol kids or whatever, like, you know, they'd all come down having a drink themselves, and we'd be shouting things across, they'd be doing the same, and then we'd just go for it in the middle.
Up the sun, lap me up. Why don't you
until the law come along or whatever, and we usually be the ones that get arrested because the police knew us, like, so we'd be the ones that arrested and they'd usually get away with everything, like, you know.
She's looking at the pictures. Well, there goes another one.
16 News appeared before Weston-super-Mare magistrates this morning, and fines of up to £300 have been imposed.
Getting fined that much is just going to make them go out and nick stuff and sell it to pay off their fines.
A lot of the lads did time, they got Borstal, etc, etc. Me, I was lucky. I had a full-time job at the time, and I just ended up paying up thousands of pounds in fines to them over the years. I'd love to know where it went.
I think the best one was there must have been 50, 60 of us over on the bingo steps opposite the amusements. We all decided that we're going to go down to the Smith's Hotel where all the Brummies skinheads were. There's about 100 of them down there. And we met up with these 10 or 15 Bristol blokes, 20 Bristol blokes, whatever. And decided that we're going to do the Brummies together. So we all steamed into Smith's Hotel, kicked the crap out of the Brummies. And on the way back along the beach, we kicked the shit out of the Bristol blokes. And that's when the police were chasing us along the beach on horses. The police started quite a fair bit of the trouble, I'd say. Going in too heavy. Even on days when nothing happened, the old Bill would be there pushing, and I'm not talking about just us, I'm talking about ordinary pedestrians on the street, like, you know, pushing them all along the seafront to try and get them over onto the beach.
Everyone was piling over the wall because the police was trying to push everyone away, like from the seafront, to get them on here out the way. So that's when we all jumped over the walls and whatever. They had like all the Bristol lot was behind the police, and they segregated both lots. So that's how come we ended up on here that fateful day.
It was really terrifying for everybody, for the donkeys, the horses, and all the public with their little kiddies. They come on the beaches, they come about 400 at a time, and they would just make one run all the way and scream and shout.
I put it down, the police, they used to send them down on the beach to take the trouble off the streets, that, you know, where all the pubs was and that.
The bank holidays used to spoil it. I mean, obviously the fighting used to spoil it for a lot of people. There was victimisation from the police. I mean, in them days, we were basically sheep ready to be herded up by them. We was out of order sometimes with them, and we did have the occasional scuffle with them, but most of the time they just loved picking on us, because they basically had nothing else to do. Then there was a lot of bad feeling between us and the police. It didn't just happen in the summer. I mean, we got victimised in the winter when there weren't any holiday makers around. They did enjoy picking on us, and they knew that we never used to give up much of a fight in court, and we were just processed, basically.
Keep nicking you for the same old thing. In the end, those just come out of office licences, walk up the road, we gather inside them, and next thing you know, right van pull up to you, and you're nicked for the day under suspicion. It's a suspicion of what? A suspicion of causing a fray. And you should get in the van, and you'll be locked up all day. Then let you go out late at night.
I got nicked one bank holiday, the Friday before bank holiday actually, and because it was a bank holiday Monday on the following Monday, the courts decided to put me in prison for 3 weeks so that I wouldn't be out for that bank holiday Monday.
There were lots of occasions when youngsters were picked up by the police who weren't really responsible. They were pulled in just because the police knew them and they happened to be in the locality when something went wrong.
Bank holidays were the days when the pub shut at 3, you know, everyone used to come out on here because you never had nothing else to do, didn't have nowhere else to go. So you'd be out here wandering around, and that's when all the gangs and that would meet up. All your bikers, your mods, or whoever come to Western, they'd always end up here. This was the prime spot, and it always went off. It's just inevitable, really, till the pubs opened. Then it went dead, finished. Some boy could come around the corner we had a little ding-dong with a few weeks before. Something to do with John, actually, and he just let fire on him straight away.
A couple of weeks before the fight, I'd insulted the bloke's girlfriend, and he threatened me on the spot there and then. He said he'd get me, and well, I'd forgotten all about it. And then come a bank holiday, we were all there on the steps, looking at the people going by and the trouble and stuff, and he suddenly appeared from round the corner with all his Western biker friends, because there's a bit of tension in them days with the Western bikers. And he came straight up to me because I was sat at the bottom of the steps and offered me out for a fight there and then. And I said, well, no, because it's a bank holiday and there was police everywhere and hundreds of people. I offered to see him at the park later on that day. But he wouldn't have it, and he just suddenly swung a punch at me there and then, and I got up, and lucky enough Basil was there with the camera and took those famous photographs.
It happened so quick, I just got my camera out and clipped off 3. I mean, a fight only lasts a minute if it's a long one, and it's all over, and that was that. I don't even know where the bloke went, actually.
The poor lad, basically I beat 7 tons of shit out of him, basically, like, you know. We ended up shaking hands down the alleyway, and he walked off very embarrassed.
I think we all scarpered before we got arrested for it.
I got a brownie point on my street cred. My favourite memories of the bank holidays was well, it happened quite a few times, is when someone would spot there'd be a crew of mods arrive in town. They all should come in some numbers as well. I mean, some of them, like, there was the 40 or 50 scooters all come in, and the word would go round, mods are here. And, like, you know, no matter how far away the lads were in town at the time, we'd all converge in Regent Street by the bingo steps. And my favourite memory was just, like, between 50 and 60 of us just screaming down Regent Street, like, because all these mods were coming at one far end, and we were right at the other, and we just took over the whole road. And just 50 or 60 screaming skinheads and punks, like, just heading towards these mods. And they all slammed their brakes on and just did a big U-turn, and off they went, like, you know, absolutely wet in their pants. That's one of my favourites.
Years ago, when we were down, when we were all skinheads, they had 2,000 mods turned on and took on 200 skinheads, but the skinheads won. So that was all over within minutes, because the police, the riot police and all the horsebacks and all that broke it all up. But it was all good fun. It was all a good day out, so I was happy with it.